listening to Six Towns Radio.
Classic hits and today's biggest tunes. Six Towns Radio.
Here's Six Towns Radio, and we've got award-winning, multi-million song-selling singer-songwriter Joe McElderry on the line. Hello, Joe.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very well. Very, very well.
Awesome. You're coming up to Staffordshire, Lichfield, on the 22nd of September. It's your Set Your Soul Alive tour. What can the fans expect?
This show is a really fun show. It's got all different music styles in, from obviously the pop stuff that I did, the classical stuff, new material that I've written over the past couple of years as well. So it kind of covers all of my albums, the 4 albums I've released. And it's just, it kind of takes you on a musical kind of, it's very musically diverse, I would say. You know, you get all different styles, and it's one of my favourite shows that I've ever performed, actually, because it's got so much in it, and it's just a feel-good show.
Yeah, and you started the tour earlier this year, didn't you?
Well, we started it on the 1st of March, and we did kind of 3.5 months back-to-back, like 60 dates straight off the trot. And I was having so much fun, and I was really enjoying it. And I was like, maybe I don't want this to end. So we added a few more dates. So there's a few this month, a few leading up, right up until Christmas pretty much. Not as heavy as the main tour, but there's still quite a lot of dates. So it's just nice to be back on the road again.
Yeah, well, that'll please a lot of fans because it was quite successful the first leg. So going out to different places you haven't played before, it's quite important as an artist.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you go out on the road, it's normally such a short period of time, especially a UK tour. You know, most people only go out for 3 weeks, sometimes even only 2 weeks. You know, and just do a set amount of venues and get it done, I suppose. But it's my favourite part, so I would literally tour all year if I could, you know. obviously vocally wise, it's probably not good to kind of constantly sing, but I would be on stage. That's what I do this job for, you know. Everything else becomes secondary to performing, but actually just being on stage with a band and a crowd of an audience that have actually come to see you, you know, it's a real connection.
Yeah, well, you're quite a fun guy and a bit of a chatterbox, so is it difficult to rest your voice?
Honestly, I'm very loud, so and I find it very difficult to stop talking. But I mean, with these shows coming up, they're not so much back to back as the ones we've just done. But when I was on the tour, you know, I have to be really strict. No alcohol, lots of sleep, just constantly drinking honey and lemon, and just you can still talk, but it's just quiet, you know, quiet talking. And not singing, you know. I mean, even when I'm not on stage, I'm singing in the car, I put a CD on, and I try and sing along with it, so I have to be really strict.
Yeah, and you're only 23, Joe. That's surprising a lot of people. People think you're much older, don't they? Because you seem to have been around forever.
I feel older. No, yeah, I mean, it's 5 years, you know, and I think 5 years in the music industry is a long time. It is. You know, the music industry is very fast changing, so I think that's probably why people feel like it's a lot longer, you know, and I've done a lot of things as well, I think, which span over a couple of months. You know, I did The Jump, I did Pop Star, Opera Star, which they kind of like go on for quite a while, so I think it seems like I've been around longer, but yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, 19 when you won the X Factor and topped the singles charts. Most 19-year-olds are down the pub or, you know, they started the first job or gone to uni, but you were like top of the charts, top of the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, I feel very lucky to experience what I've experienced at such a young age, you know. And I never really, for me, all I ever dreamed of was that I could have a career, you know, in music, that would cross over a lot of years. So that's what I'm constantly working and looking to do, you know, trying different things, doing things so that when I'm 40 years old, I can look back and say, wow, you know, what a career I've had. That's my dream, you know, to actually make it last and not just be successful for a year and then kind of disappear. That's not what I want.
Yeah, and like you say, you've done a couple of different things because of your success on the X Factor. You've won Pop Star, Opera Star, and The Jump. Totally different things than you you're used to, but again, great experiences you wouldn't have normally have done.
Oh, I mean, the jump was just crazy. I kind of didn't really have the chance to think about that one. You know, I got asked to go in pretty late on, and it was kind of like, well, you either just get on with it, or you'll break your neck probably. But a great fun, you know, and I'm a massive fan of winter sports. I'm quite sporty anyways. I do a lot of fitness stuff. So that for me, doing that every day for a month was really cool.
You've seen all these other shows very similar to the jump, like the Tom Daley one. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Do you know what it is? I don't mind any kind of reality TV show as long as you kind of show a skill.
Yeah.
I think it's important to show a skill. You know, like for me, I've been asked to do Big Brother before, and that, you know, I don't know whether I could not that I have anything against anybody that goes on it, but just me personally, I don't know if I could cope with just sitting in a house for 24 hours a day. Like, I would literally go crazy. I would go absolutely. Like, I'm one of these people, I get bored after about an hour of something, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd want to be doing things, you know, something like the jungle, at least you're doing trials, at least you're in the jungle, you can go swimming, you know, all of that. I would find Big Brother really difficult. I think I would probably enjoy the jungle, but the animals would be a bit of it. I would be freaked out by the rats and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything where you're showing a skill or you're doing something, you know?
I'm sure you'll get more offers because when you've won a couple of these things, you know, people think he's up for everything. So, you know, you might get an offer.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, though.
Yeah, you be careful. In your career as well so far, through different things, you've duetted with George Michael, Marcella Detroit. What would your dream duet be? Who would you like to share a stage with, Joe?
I would have loved to have found Luther Vandross. Obviously, that's not possible anymore. But he was incredibly talented. Who else? Maybe I always say Beyonce, so I should stop saying Beyonce because I say it all the time. You know, Michael Jackson would have been a cool person to kind of collaborate with something on. You know, but for collaborations, I think the less obvious a collaboration is, the more interesting it is.
Yeah.
You know, so if you go with somebody and do a song with somebody who has a totally different music style to you, and then you collaborate and join the musical style together, that to me is cool, you know, not something where you expect it. So maybe like something like a rap thing, you know, where like a rapper and then I feature on and sing the chorus of something. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be good. You've been writing your 5th album. Has that got any closer to being released or being recorded, or where are you with that?
I mean, I would like to see it. This might change, but I would definitely say it's probably not going to be out until next year.
Yeah.
But you know, I always write new material. I always include new material in the shows. You know, I like to keep it fresh, and I sometimes test out songs on the audience to see how well they go down. You know, so I think it's just been nice to be writing and recording, you know, and going in the studio trying different things. It's a part of my job that, you know, I do prefer live performing, but actually when I get my mind into recording and what I'm producing, then that's when it gets exciting.
Yeah, the McElderry Massive is your fan base. They're quite hardcore. They love you on Twitter. There's so many different
very,
Twitter
very
accounts.
hardcore.
Yeah, it's good.
You don't mess with the McElderry Massive, I'll tell you. No, they're incredible. You know, the only reason, you know, obviously I work very hard at what I do, but the only reason I'm able to do anything that I do, and the only reason I've been able to win any of the shows that I've done, is down to their support. You know, they go out and buy the albums, they come and turn up the shows, they have my back on Twitter, they're supporters. Without fans, you can't do anything. So I realise how fortunate I am to have such a strong, loyal fan base.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Joe. Good luck with this part of the tour. We'll see you in Staffordshire on the 22nd of September.
I can't wait.
Speak to you again soon.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day.
All right. Bye-bye.